Good Sunday morning, everyone. It is 9:15 a.m. I've already had my shower and get ready for church. And I keep my climate control in the bathroom, so I've already used the climate control on my face. I'm going to do a live demo of how I put my makeup on in the morning and get my day started. So the first thing I do is the climate control. And just put a light coat on my face and kind of let that soak in a little bit. You can see here, there's still a little bit of redness there, but the climate control has really helped to reduce the redness, and the broken capillaries are still a little bit visible, but not near as much as they were. And I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I have all my stuff laid out here, and I will be honest with you. There's only two things I use that are not Senegence products, and it's only because I have not mastered them yet. The one is Onyx. I just can't seem to get this right. As you can see, I have very little color in my eyebrows anymore, and I haven't been able to master this. I'm still working on it, and this is also used as an eyeliner, and I have not mastered that either. So I am going to be using, for my eyebrows, I'm going to be using a pencil. And for my eyeliner, I'm going to be using a regular eyeliner stick. Those are the only things that are not Senegence. Okay, I have my translucent powder in a little container, which is easier than using, for me, using the container that it comes in with the brush. I have my color correcting tinted moisturizer and my pearlizer. I have my Mocha Java eyeshadow sense. That's the Onyx. I have my Palty Pink blush. I have, where is it? I have my mascara with the Undersense. The black mascara with the Undersense, which is a lengthener. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started here. And the first thing that I do is I take the color correcting tinted moisturizer and I put a little dab. That's all you need. Maybe a little more. Okay, there we go. That's it. And then I take the pearlizer. And this is kind of shimmery, so you don't want a lot of it or you're going to look like you're glowing. So I just put a little tiny dab on there. Just like that. And you can see the difference in the colors. I'll put that in here. And then I just take it in my hand and I mix it up. And this is just a moisturizer. It's color tinted moisturizer. And I just put that on. I love this stuff, and it smells so good. Sometimes you get makeup and it really stinks. This smells so good. And the coverage is so smooth. Let me get up here. See, there's a couple of spots I have there. Age spots. It really does a good job of diminishing the color of them. And then once you get the rest of it on, and there's still a little bit left on my hand. I don't know if you can see it. Just rub it in. It's just a moisturizer. It's not a stain. It's not gonna do anything. Here's my brush. Oh, there it is. Get this stuff out of my face. My hair is obviously still wet. Okay. Okie doke. So that's all I do for that, is just put the color tinted moisturizer on. And then I'm going to go ahead and the next thing I use is the translucent powder. Okay. And I use this brush. These brushes are wonderful. I got these off of Amazon. They're called BS-Mall, E-Small, and they're really good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do this. Try to keep my head up here so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm old school. I have not learned the contouring thing yet. And I'm going to try to. I don't know if I'll be successful at it, but I need my other mirror here. Here. I'll turn that around like that. And I'm really kind of pushing this. It's just translucent, but I really want it to mix with the color tinted moisturizer that I have on. So I'm really kind of pushing it in. Okay. And then what I do is then I take this brush, which is just a wispy brush, and just dip it in there and just kind of do a real light coat over everything here. And that's it for that. And you can see that it's really covered up the redness. Okay. So then the next thing I do is attack the eyebrows. They're sparse. What is there is the only color I have is like right here at the peaks. The rest of it is all white or a real light color. So it looks like I really have no eyebrows. Honestly, I do. They're just very thin. So I'm going to turn this light out, and I need to use the mirror. But I'm going to turn the light out, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on. So I'll turn sideways a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, and then I take my, where is it? My little, I have a broken brush that I use, but it does the job. And just kind of smooth them out a little bit. See, we have eyebrows. The problem is trying to get them the same color and to look the same. That looks a little better. Okay, so those are done. That's it for them. They're like a piece of cake. All right, so we'll get rid of that. Okay, the next thing I do is curl my eyelashes. I have really long eyelashes, but they're very thin, and on my top lids I have two rows. There's a row underneath and there's a row on the top, and the one row tends to stick straight out. It doesn't grow out and curl like a normal lash does, so I need to curl them. Or when I put my mascara on, they're like sticking straight down in front of my eye, and I don't like that. That's really irritating, especially when you're on a computer all day at work. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I don't know if you can see the lashes in there or not. I lost one there. and I make sure that I curl all the way from the base of the lash all the way out to the end. Okay, that's it for that. Okay, the next thing I do is the eyeliner, and as I said at the beginning of the video, there was only two things that I didn't use that weren't Senegence, and that's the eyebrow pencil and my eyeliner, only because the Onyx, all of these are cream to powder, and I haven't mastered it yet, to be honest. I have been practicing and trying, and I still can't get it to the point where it looks natural. So I've been practicing with it, but in the meantime, like for work and events and church and stuff, I've been using my regular eyeliner. Excuse me, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on. I will warn you, this is not touching my eye. I've been doing this since I was 17 years old, and this honestly is not touching my eyeball at all. So it's going to look funny, but it's not touching. That's the top. And the thing that with the Onyx is I haven't mastered putting it on the outside. I've always done my liner on the inside, and I found it very difficult to learn how to do that. And I'm working at it, and it's getting better, but it's not perfected. And it's just not going to happen with me going out like that. Okay, I have to duck down here because I need to see the mirror, so I'm going to be out for a second here. Let's tilt this a little bit. There we go. That's one. Almost done. Ta-da! Okay, so top and bottom are now done. Oops, wow. Okay, we'll turn that off. Okay, so that's the eyeliner. Okay. Face is still a little sticky, so I'm going to put a little bit more of a translucent powder on just to get rid of that. I think it's because it's so stinking hot out. I'm ready for fall and the cooler, crisper weather, and it's not happening. Just not happening. I don't like the heat. Okay, that's done. Okay, put that over there. Okay, where's my brush? There it is. I'm going to get my hair out of my face. Okay, that part's done. The next thing we have is the Mocha Java, and this is the tip that normally gets used with these. I'm old school, like I said, and I have really not mastered trying to get this one smoothly. So I have my brush here, and what I do is I dip it onto the end there and put it on that way. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I love this color, by the way. It's so pretty. And you don't need a lot of it, just a little bit. I'm trying to do this backwards, and it's not. Hang on. Okay, so that's done. Move that out of the way. The next thing I do is I take my brush and I have my palette. This color here is a little bit darker than I can wear. All of these other spots are foundations, and I found that honestly I have the foundation, but I don't need it. When I use the color correcting tinted moisturizer and I just put the translucent powder over it, I don't need the foundation. If you want additional coverage, you can do that. And I tend to, and my mom is this way, and I am this way also. When we get hot and sweaty, we tend to sweat from the neck up. And that's usually all in our face. And I find that if I have too much makeup on my face, it's just pouring through, and it's wiping it off and defeating the purpose of it. So if I keep it light and keep it simple, it stays on all day. And even if I get sweaty, and that's the problem now, that's why I put a little more translucent powder on, is because my fan is all the way over on the other side of the room, and the dog moved it, and it's not aimed at me, and I'm getting a little bit sweaty because I'm in a back room, and this room doesn't have an air conditioner in it, but the air is circulating. So I found that I don't need this for the foundation, but I do use it for my blush, and this is Pouty Pink. And I love this color. It's not a real dark color. So I just put, and this is a fairly new palette. So, and usually, honestly, I usually just put this right on the brush, but I'll go ahead and put it on here so you can see the color. Where'd it go? There it is. It's very, oops, I'm spilling out here. It's a very light pink, and it's very pretty. And it kind of has a little bit of a shimmer to it, I think, but not a whole lot. Okay, so what am I looking for here? There we go. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now let's try to get my nose. And I never realized until I did a live video that I have a crooked nose. The things you learn. Okay, so we'll put that over there. Okay. The last thing is mascara. Okay, and I will need to use my mirror for this. So this is the Lash Sense with Undersense. It's the black, and this is the Undersense, which kind of has a lavender to a blue tint to it, and it's a builder. And you put it on, and it helps build your lashes, and then you use the regular mascara on top of it. Okay, I need to move some of this stuff from the keyboard back. Okay. And I love this stuff. And I also use, at night when I go to bed, when I do my nighttime routine, I use the lip volumizer, which has really helped. My top lip was really thin, and then under here was kind of thin too, and I've noticed that when I put my lip sense on, that I actually have to do an inside and an outside swipe on my bottom lip, so it's really helped. All right, I want to go ahead and Take some of this off. I'm a miser. I try to use everything sparingly. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on. This is the builder. And I do one eye at a time because it sets. Everything that I use takes 2 minutes to set. You have 2 minutes to get it where you want it to be. And I want to make sure that I get everything done really before everything is set in stone, so to speak. Okay, take some of this off here. Just gonna make my finger. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the mascara on this eye. And I tend to turn my brush a lot when I'm using it, just to make sure I get the coverage that I want. Okay. See the difference? That's without mascara. That's with it, and with the liner Sense. Or the Under Sense. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other eye. Pull some of this off. I do not like my lashes clumpy looking. I don't want to look like Tammy Faye Baker. Or whatever her last name is now. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and do this. Okay, that's the Under Sense. I am messy when it comes to mascara. I end up getting it all over my hands. Okay. And last one. And I love the way this lengthens. The builder is great because, like I said, my lashes are kind of thin, but it really builds them up and makes them nice and pretty. And I have this one spot where there's like no lashes, and trying to fill it in is without making a mess. Okay, and I did, as you can see, it's under here. And I'll go ahead and clean that up. I just take a tissue. And then and just fill it in with the mocha java over it so it's clean. Okay. Ooh. Okay. That's it. I'm done. It took me approximately 15-20 minutes to do my makeup. I still have to do my hair, and I need to leave here by 10 o'clock or so to head off to church. So glad I had the time this morning with you. If you have any questions about the products I use, please let me know. This will stay on all day. And this part here won't come off until I take it off. Like I said, I'm glad I was here with you this morning on this beautiful day. And I hope you have a blessed day. Bye.